So I'm Sheila Jackson. I'm director of our Department of Family and Community Partnerships. And I'd like to thank you for being here with us on our March 11th Family Institute session. We are so honored tonight to have such important and powerful presenters and guests that are going to be talking to us about kindergarten readiness, which is a really important topic for us in our school system.
So if you are in a computer, at the bottom of the screen will be an interpretation globe. Please click that globe and then select Spanish if you speak Spanish. En una computadora, si usted está en una computadora, en la parte baja de la pantalla, habrá un globo de interpretación. Haga clic en ese globo y selecciones donde dice Spanish. If you are on a mobile device, at the bottom of the screen, tap the ellipse icon on the bottom right, tap Language Interpretation, then tap Spanish. Y si usted está en un dispositivo móvil, ya sea un teléfono o una tableta, en la parte baja de la pantalla, toca el icono de elipses en la parte baja derecha, donde dice Language Interpretation, entonces toque donde dice Spanish. De esta manera va usted a tener esta reunión interpretada en español. Gracias por estar aquí presente en esta noche.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ortiz. And as more of our guests are coming in, again, this information will be placed in the chat box as well if anyone does need to access simultaneous interpretation. We also invite everyone to please sign in. Taking attendance is very important to us. It gives us contact information for you, and it allows us to forward you this information from tonight, as well as future opportunities to learn and to be with us in our sessions. So thank you. A few norms that we always like to share at the very beginning. And I'm not sure things are jumping around on my slide tonight, but again, there's a sign-in link. We always invite our guests to keep your cameras on. We love to see your smiling faces. We ask you to keep your mics off until we ask you to turn it on to ask questions or to participate. But again, we want you to have a good time. We want you to listen. We want you to learn. And please write questions that you may have in the chat box so that we can make sure that they are answered tonight. All of you know that we are all living in different Board of Education districts. As parents and family members, we hope that you are reaching out to your Board of Education members and letting them hear your voice about what's important to you and what the needs are that need to be met in your communities. Your voices are powerful, and so we welcome your participation. Our Board of Education welcomes your participation as well. And some of them actually chime into these sessions as well. So thank you all, and make sure you know who your Board of Education member is. This is our team. We are small but mighty. We serve all 200 and plus schools in Prince George's County with our family engagement initiatives, as well as our community and business partnerships and volunteer initiatives. So if you have any questions about anything, we are here to provide as much information and support as possible to our families. And we need our parents, our guardians to really be engaged as our partners in the educational process of our children. We need your wisdom, we need your energy. All of that is necessary to help us make sure that Prince George's County Public Schools is the best district in the DMV and to me in the world. We can make a difference for our children as well as for all children. So we're getting ready to hear from our wonderful presenters. Our topic tonight is kindergarten readiness. And I'm going to ask you a question, and then I'm going to stop sharing to make sure I've updated our slideshow because we want you to see their slides. But as we think about the topic tonight, kindergarten readiness, we want you as parents to really learn all the ways that you need to be helping your children be ready to become our learning partners in education in Prince George's County Public Schools. And so our guests tonight will share tidbits, really important information to help you be ready. So I'm going to stop sharing and ask them to begin, and then I'll start sharing again to run the slideshow. But would our visitors please introduce yourselves and we will make sure that we get started together.
Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Department of Early Learning. My name is Summer Carter, and I am the instructional supervisor. Our team is small as well, but very mighty, and we are very, very pleased, and it is a pleasure to be here before you so that we can talk to you all about kindergarten readiness for Prince George's County Public Schools. I am one member of a highly functioning team, so I will allow the rest of my team to introduce themselves. Such a pleasure to be here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kathy Howard Lassiter, and I'm an instructional specialist with the Early Childhood Office. And I would like to introduce you to my team member, Alicia Black.
Hi, I'm Alicia Black, and I am the other half of Kathy. I'm the other instructional specialist with Prince George's County Public Schools Department of Early Learning. And I'm going to pass the ball to Shanae.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shanae Treadwell, and I am a resource teacher, and I work alongside of my amazing team members, and I'll pass it to Keisha.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Keisha Lawrence. I am also an instructional resource teacher. Welcome.
Again, we are so excited to have them. And did you all feel that energy as they introduce and pass the baton to each other? That's the kind of love, that's the kind of energy that makes what we do in Prince George's County Public Schools so powerful. And we're going to get started right in with their presentation. And as they're coming in, I'm going to ask you all to, in the chat box, just say, what do you know about kindergarten readiness preparation in Prince George's County? Are you an expert? Like we had 4 children come through, so I think I became pretty much an expert back then, but nobody knows as much as these powerful presenters tonight. So some of us know a little bit, some of us don't know anything about it, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Just please write into the chat box and you will learn a lot as we turn things right over to our presenters right now.
All
So
right.
I'm
Good
batting the
evening
ball.
again. Oh, okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Literacy and Kindergarten Readiness. During our time together this evening, we are going to be doing a few activities. And so you will need paper, something to write with, and a book. Again, during our time this evening, we are going to be doing a few activities, and you will need paper, something to write with, and a book. So we're going to give you a few seconds to grab those materials, and then we will begin.
This is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you for putting us to work tonight.
Okay, we can go ahead and go to the next slide.
Okay.
All right, so again, we are coming from the Early Childhood Office. Summer Carter is our instructional supervisor. Alicia Black is an instructional specialist. Kathy Howard Lassiter is also an instructional specialist. I am Keisha Lawrence. I am an instructional resource teacher, and Shanae Treadwell is also an instructional resource teacher. So again, welcome. This evening, this evening during this session, you will be able to understand key early literacy skills and their importance. You're also going to learn practical strategies to support your child's literacy development at home. And you will become equipped with engaging activities to make learning fun. All right, so why literacy? Literacy means the ability to read and write, but also includes listening, speaking, and understanding language. Literacy is very important for young children because it helps them grow and succeed in school and in life. Here's why early literacy is important. It helps to build language skills. Reading and storytelling expand vocabulary and it improves understanding. It boosts cognitive development. Literacy activities strengthen memory, problem solving, and thinking skills. It prepares students for school. Strong literacy skills make learning easier in kindergarten and beyond. It also improves communication. Books help kids express themselves and understand others. Literacy encourages a love for learning. Fun reading activities spark curiosity and a love for books. It supports social growth. Stories teach emotions, empathy, and social skills. And lastly, it builds confidence. Recognizing letters and words gives kids a sense of achievement. Reading, singing, and storytelling help pre-K children develop a strong foundation for future success. Here are a few activities that you can do at home to promote literacy. You can do a story treasure hunt. So you would hide books around the house and have your child find them. And then once the books have been found, you would read together. You can also have family story time. Take turns making up a story and then adding new parts to it as a family. Lastly, you could make a grocery list. Have your child help you write and read the grocery list while shopping. So now we're going to do one of those literacy activities. We're actually going to do the grocery shopping list. So for this activity, you would need a piece of paper and something to write with, pencil, crayon, or a pen. So you're going to talk to your child about the foods that you need at home, and you're going to choose 2 items to write. You're going to have your child sound out words or identify the beginning sound of the word. And it's okay if your child can't read yet, you can also use pictures. So they can draw pictures of the things that are needed. And after writing the list, you're going to read it aloud together. When you've completed the list, you would take this list to the store and ask your child to help you find and check off items as you shop. So we're going to give you 3 minutes to do this activity with your child at home tonight. So I'm going to set the timer, and you have the directions here to go back and refer if needed. We have about 1 minute left to work on your shopping list.
Oops.
All right, so our 3 minutes are up. Do we have any volunteers that would like to share their shopping list? So Dr. Jackson, are participants able to unmute?
They are.
Okay.
Let me open it up so you can see them. And they can definitely unmute if they'd like to.
Is there anybody that would like to share with us this evening? If you'd like to, you can go ahead and just unmute.
Hi, we'll go ahead and share.
Thank you.
My name is Yolanda Frederick, and this is Ivana Frederick.
Welcome.
And Ivana was actually at the time of the activity eating a snack, so she was kind of a little bit off, but she was compliant. So,
Okay.
Ivana, do you want to share with the group the 2 items that we picked, which will be part of our grocery list? What were the 2 items? Put this down. Thank you. Which 2 items did we pick? Apple juice and what else? Yogurt.
Juice and yogurt.
And what sound does the yogurt for yogurt? What letter do you hear? Y is the beginning letter
Awesome.
sound. And then for apple juice, what letter is that? Apple juice.
A.
Good job. How about juice?
Awesome job.
How about juice? Juice.
J.
Good job, Mama. Good job. So I
Thank
think
you
we did it
so
right.
much yes, you did. It was perfect. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Can we get one more family to share? Is there anybody else that's brave enough to share with us tonight? Anyone? Last call? Okay, no worries. All right, so we are going to move on. And my partner, Shanae, will continue.
All right, everyone, we are going to discuss alliteration, which is playing with sounds. Alliteration happens when words in a sentence or a phrase start with the same sound. This helps pre-K students build literacy by strengthening their phonological awareness. Phonological awareness is the ability to recognize and manipulate the spoken parts of sentences or words. And here's how it supports early literacy development. It enhances phonemic awareness. So hearing and recognizing repeated beginning sounds help children identify individual sounds and words, which is crucial for reading. 2, it strengthens sound-word connections. Repeated exposure to the same initial sound reinforces letter-sound relationships, aiding in early reading and spelling. 3, it boosts vocabulary by introducing new words. It improves listening skills. It encourages play with language. Alliteration makes words sound rhythmic and fun, motivating children to experiment with language. And finally, it supports memory. So repetitive sounds make words and phrases easier to remember, strengthening their memory and retention. Using tongue twisters, rhyming books, and fun alliterative phrases in daily conversations can help pre-K children develop strong early literacy skills. You can go to the next slide. Some parent-child activities that you can do at home with your children are alliteration name game. So use each family member's name to create a silly sentence. For example, Jumping Jessica juggles jelly beans. Tongue twister challenge. Try saying tongue twisters together and see who can say them the fastest. Or a word jar. Fill a jar with words that start with the same sound and pull them out to make funny sentences. So for our next activity, similar to what my partner Keisha just did, I would like to ask a volunteer and their child to choose a fun tongue twister and say it out loud. Have your child repeat after you. Start slow, then speed up for a challenge. So she sells seashells by the seashore. Would anyone like to unmute and read one of the tongue twisters? If
She
not, thanks.
sells shells by the seashore.
Can anyone try it a little faster?
She sells seashells by the seashore. And I'm going to be a little different, and I'm going to pick a big brown bear bought butter and beans. I don't know if I want to say that any faster though, but I'm going to try it. A big brown bear bought butter and beans. I know somebody else is willing to try this to sound like the rest of us up here saying tongue twisters this evening. I will volunteer. Hippo had a hot dog.
Angry ants ate an apple. I'm gonna say it, try and say it faster. Angry ants ate an apple. An apple.
Are there any little learners on this call that would like to try one with their parent?
I have a third grader here that would do it with me.
Okay.
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hippo had a hot dog.
Good job. Thank you. We can go to the next slide.
All right, so the next literacy skill that we're going to talk about this evening is rhyming. Rhyming words are words that end with the same sound, like cat and hat. Rhyming helps young kids develop early reading and writing skills by improving how they hear and use sounds in words. And here's why rhyming is so important for literacy. It boosts sound awareness. Rhyming helps kids recognize and play with word sounds, making reading easier. It expands their vocabulary. It introduces new words in a fun way. It improves their listening, encourages them to listen closely for similar sounds. It also aids their memory. Rhyming patterns help kids remember words better. Rhyming makes learning fun. Rhyming games and songs keep kids engaged. And lastly, rhyming prepares for reading. It builds a strong foundation for recognizing word patterns. So here are a few activities that you can do at home surrounding rhyming. You could have a rhyming scavenger hunt. So you would find objects around your house that rhyme. For example, a clock and a sock. You could also make up silly stories, and you would make up a story where every sentence ends with the rhyming word. You could also do a rhyme toss. So you would toss a ball back and forth, saying a new rhyming word each time. So we're going to try a rhyming activity. Okay. And in this activity, you're going to read the rhyme aloud, emphasizing the rhyming words. Then you would reread the rhyme and add family names. Remind your child that rhyming words have the same ending sound. So I'll do it first, and then I'll give you a chance to do it with your child. So the rhyme we have this evening is Willoughby Wallaby Wee. So the first time you read it, you're going to read it aloud, emphasizing those rhyming words. Willoughby Wallaby Wee, an elephant sat on me. Willoughby Wallaby Woo, an elephant sat on you. The next time you do it, you're going to add your names. So I'll use my name and my partner, Shanae. So the second time you read the rhyme, you'll use your names. Willoughby Wallaby Weesha, an elephant sat on Keisha. Willoughby Wallaby Wanay, an elephant sat on Shanae. So that's how we would do that activity. So we're going to set the timer, and you guys practice it with your child.
How much time, Miss Lawrence? 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
You know
It's
what?
okay.
My
Thank you,
screen
Dr.
is
Dustin.
covering it. My screen was covering it. I got it.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
And if you don't have a little learner with you, feel free to take down notes, and you can always practice this with your little learner, or perhaps you have a family member if you can't do it right this second.
Te lo pongo acá, ¿ves? Ya dejé estar ahí, pero ahí.
Okay, we have about a minute left. All right. So is there anyone that wants to share? Anyone that wants to repeat the rhyme using your family member names?
We got a volunteer over here.
Okay, great.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Willoughby Wallaby Remy, an elephant sat on.
Penny.
Good job, baby.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing. You said Remy?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Remy. All right. Anyone else? Can we get one more volunteer? Anybody? Okay, we're going to keep going. Thanks again, Remy. All right, we are going on to the next slide.
All right, now we are going to discuss comprehension of text, understanding what we read. Comprehension of text is being able to understand and remember what you read. It's important for pre-K students because it helps them connect words to meaning, which is key for learning language. I'm going to share 6 reasons why this is important. 1, it builds vocabulary. Understanding words help children learn new words and improve their speaking and listening skills. 2, it improves listening and memory. When kids understand stories, they remember and recall information better. 3, it encourages critical thinking. Comprehension helps kids think about the story, ask questions, and make connections. 4, it boosts storytelling skills. When kids understand a story, they can retell it, which improves their communication. 5, it promotes empathy. Understanding characters' feelings help children relate to others. And lastly, it prepares for reading success. Good comprehension helps kids read and write better later on. To improve comprehension, you can ask kids about stories that you read with them, discuss the key points in that story, and have them explain what they understood. And you can go to the next. Parent-child activities. So one of them is story acting. Pick a favorite story and act it out together using props, puppets, and voices. Your child can draw a scene, draw your favorite character from the story, and/or draw a picture of your favorite part of the story and explain what happened. End guessing game. Stop before the last page and ask your child how they think the story will end. So for our next activity, we are going to listen to one of my favorite stories, The Lion and the Mouse. And once paused, your child will draw a picture of how they think the story will end. So I'm going to play the video first, and then I'll pause it, and I'll allow your child 3 minutes to draw a picture of what they think will happen in the end. And you can start the video.
The Lion and the Mouse, an Aesop's fable with a focus on vocabulary. One day, a mighty lion, tired from hunting all morning, lay down to take a nap under a large, shady tree. Some mice that lived at the foot of the tree scrambled over the sleeping lion to return to their home. But just as the last mouse was crawling over him, the lion woke up. The lion laid his big paw on the little mouse, trapping him. The mouse was very afraid. He apologized to the lion for disturbing him and begged him to spare his life and let him go. The lion pitied the little mouse, so he lifted his paw and set the mouse free. Sometime later, the lion was walking near the mouse's home. The lion accidentally stepped on a trap set by a hunter, and a net made of thick ropes captured the lion and pulled him up into a tree. The lion struggled to free himself, but could not. His angry roars rumbled through the forest as he became upset and afraid. The mouse heard the lion's cries. Remembering the lion's kindness, the mouse ran to the tree and climbed up to the trap. He used his sharp little mouse teeth to gnaw through the thick ropes and set the lion free. The lion and the mouse were friends forever after. Both of them had learned that it is good to help someone who has helped you. Moral of the story: good deeds are rewarded. The end.
All right, so my apologies. We forgot to stop the story before the end, but but this is just one way that you can engage your children at home. These are similar activities that students do inside the classroom. And if you'd like, we can switch it up and use the next 3 minutes to have your child draw a picture of their favorite part of the story. And as they're drawing, you can engage them by asking questions. Why was this your favorite part of the story? How did the lion feel? We will start the timer for 3 minutes.
A ver, no estoy tocando. Mira, usted lo estoy viendo porque lo voy a hacer. Voy a tocar un palo aquí y lo voy a dar. No, pero eso.
Thank you, Glenda. If you all do not have paper and pencil with you, you can drop in the chat your little learner's favorite part of the story.
So I see that Yolanda has placed in the chat that her learner's favorite part was when the mouse was trapped underneath the lion's paw.
And if you did happen to draw a picture, if you can hold it up in front of your screen so that we can see.
Hi, I see some pictures. Oh, look at them. Look at those drawings. Amazing job, friends. We love how you used your paper and your utensils, whatever you use, your crayons, your markers, whatever you use to share your thoughts with us. Look at those pictures. Absolutely amazing. Yay!
Thank you for sharing. And this is just another activity that reiterates the skills that children are learning in our pre-K classrooms and ways that you can enhance their learning at home.
Yeah, and I also see that Glenn put in the chat that their favorite part of the story was when the rat rescued the lion. So thank you so much, Glinda, for sharing. These are easy activities that you all can do at home with your children. You know, reading is so important, and you should read to your child each and every day. You know, before bedtime, it's a great routine to read your child's favorite book and let them retell the story to you. You will be amazed at the benefits that come from reading with your child just for 10 minutes a day.
All right, so next we're going to talk about concepts of print. Concepts of print are a child's understanding of how written language works. This includes knowing about books, letters, words, reading direction, punctuation, and the meaning of print. All of them are very important for learning to read and write. And like Kathy just mentioned, when you are reading to your child every night, these are things that you will go over with them. Understanding how text works is important for pre-K students because it helps them learn to read and enjoy books. And here's why. Print awareness. Kids learn to follow words from left to right and recognize letters and words, which helps them get ready to read. Early reading skills. Knowing the difference between letters, words, and sentences helps children understand how writing is structured. Story understanding. Learning about characters, the setting, and plots helps kids follow and enjoy stories. Interest in books. Recognizing titles. Like Kathy said, reading their favorite book. When you pull out a book and they're able to see, oh, I know that book. We've read that book before. So recognizing titles, the authors, and pages makes children more excited about reading. Writing skills. Understanding how text is organized helps kids begin writing their own ideas and short stories. And also sound awareness. Learning about letters and words also helps kids hear and understand sounds in language, which is key for reading. Here are a few activities to promote concepts of print. Book detective. Have your child point out the parts of a book and then have them point out letters, words, and punctuation marks in a book. Do-it-yourself book. Create a simple book together by drawing pictures and writing simple sentences. You can also label pictures. And then title finder. Read the title of a book and ask your child to guess what the story is about. So next we're going to watch a short video about the parts of a book.
Let's learn about the parts of a book. Sing with me. The parts of a book I love to read. Every book has the same special parts. Let's learn them now and you'll know them by heart. Front cover, back cover, title page. Every book shows the author and illustrator names. The spine of the book holds the pages together, and when you read lots of books, you read better and better. Let's learn about the parts of a book. Sing with me. The parts of a book I love to read. Every book has the same special parts. Let's learn them now and you'll know them by heart. Front cover, back cover, title page. Every book shows the author and illustrator names. The spine of the book holds the pages together, and when you read lots of books, you read better and better. Front cover shows a picture about the book, the title, author, and illustrator. Take a look. Back cover protects the back of the book, may have a photo of the author and the words about the book. Title page shows the title again, the author, illustrator, and publisher names. Spine of the book is where the pages are attached, so you can turn the pages from the first to the last. Let's learn about the parts of a book. Sing with me. The parts of a book I love to read. Every book has the same special parts. Let's learn them now and you'll know them by heart. When you subscribe, you support our channel. It's easy and free.
Jack Cartman, Kids Music Channel.
I'm sorry. Do I keep going?
No, you can stop it right there. Thank you, Dr. Jackson.
I enjoy this.
Okay, we can go to the next slide. Okay, so now that we've learned about the parts of the book, if you have a book that you can use for this activity, or you can go have your child choose a book, together, I want you to have your child point to the front cover of the book, the back cover, title, the spine of the book, author, and illustrator name. So we'll give you a few minutes to go over those parts of the book. Okay, we have about a minute left. stop it, Dr. Jackson? All right, thank you. All right, so this is an activity that you can do with your child daily as you read to them, and it will support what's going on in our pre-K classrooms as teachers are using some of these same activities when they have read-alouds with our students each day. Okay, we can go to the next slide.
All right, now we are going to review alphabets, upper and lowercase letters. Recognizing upper and lowercase letters is important for pre-K children to build early reading and writing skills. Here's why it matters. Recognizing letters helps children identify letters in books, signs, and so much more. Connecting sounds to letters teaches that both upper and lowercase letters make the same sounds. It prepares our children for reading. Seeing both letter sounds, upper and lowercase, helps kids read smoothly. And it builds writing skills. So knowing how to write both forms, upper and lowercase, helps kids form words and sentences. Fun activities like matching games, puzzles, or writing practice can help kids learn upper and lowercase letters. A few fun activities that you can do at your home with your child is an alphabet hunt. So looking for letters on signs, food boxes, and household items, whether you're in the car, at Target, Walmart, or on their favorite cereal box. Letter art. Use everyday objects to form letters. For example, spaghetti, sticks, or buttons. 3, name game. Write your child's name in big letters and have them decorated. Next, we are going to do a really fun activity. If you are not on your phone, you can take a picture of the QR code, and I will also drop the link in the chat. So you're going to let your child spin the wheel. When the wheel stops, ask your child to identify the letter, and you can repeat this for as long as your child shows interest. Again, you can use the QR code or the link is in the chat. Dr. Jackson, can you click on the title alphabet wheel?
Yes. Yeah.
Parents and friends, we are going to spin the wheel if anyone wants to unmute and say the letter.
Come on, spin the wheel. Come on, spin the wheel here. Tell me the letter. Spin it.
K.
What letter?
It's K.
Good job,
Okay.
friends.
Yes, we heard
Yes.
that letter identification. Good job.
Yes.
C.
Another one, the letter
C.
C. Yay! Woo, 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 woo. We are proud of you.
Look at the letter. Look at the letter.
H.
Oh, so excited in that letter identification. Round of applause, friend. Round of applause. Woo, 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 woo. Woo. These friends are really showing us their stuff this evening. Go, friends, go.
Hannah Pessin. And spin the wheel.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you,
Yay.
friends. We
Yay.
love that. So, parents, you see, I heard some excitement here just on spinning that wheel. This is something you all can do with your friends.
Z.
Woo, woo,
Excellent.
woo. Congratulations. All right, Dr. Jackson, we can go back. This is a quick and easy activity. Oh, look, they want to do spin the wheel. They want to
Oh.
keep going. We love that. Yes, please make sure that you have access to that QR code because this is something that you can definitely access on your own. And you notice the directions say repeat for as long as your child shows interest. So great. And thank you, friends. We are so proud of you. Amazing job.
All right, so you're going to kindergarten. What are our next steps? As discussed throughout our presentation, engaging in literacy activities at home helps prepare pre-K children for kindergarten. Let's review why literacy is important. It builds language skills. Reading, talking, and singing help children learn new words and understand sentences. Teaching letters and sounds helps your child learn the alphabet, and the sounds help prepare them to begin reading. It encourages a love for reading. Making reading fun helps kids enjoy books and learning. It improves focus. Listening to stories help kids pay attention and follow along. It boosts thinking skills. Literacy activities help kids understand patterns, sequences, and concepts. It enhances communication. Talking about stories help kids express themselves clearly. And finally, it prepares them for school. Learning these skills help kids follow instructions and adjust to a classroom setting. Reading and engaging in literacy activities at home sets children up for success in kindergarten and beyond. All right, so here's what you can do at home. Set aside time every day to read with your child. Choose books, picture books, simple stories, or alphabet books. You can ask questions about the pictures and encourage your child to predict what happens next. This helps with comprehension, vocabulary development, and understanding story structure. Play games that focus on recognizing letters, both upper and lowercase, and their sounds. For example, you can use letter flashcards, magnetic letters, or even Play-Doh to form letters. You can also go on a letter scavenger hunt around your house, pointing out objects that start with specific letters. And this can also be done while you all are out at the store. Rhyming is a key skill for early literacy. Read books with rhyming words, play rhyming games, and sing nursery rhymes. Provide materials like crayons, markers, paper for your child to practice writing the letters in their name and simple words. Encourage them to draw and label pictures, which helps them understand the connection between letters, words, and their meanings. Encourage your child to tell their own stories. You can prompt them with questions like, "What happened today?" or "Can you tell me a story about your favorite animal?" After reading a book, ask them to retell the story in their own words. All right, we want to thank you all for participating. Our little learners did an amazing job. We want to take this time for you to scan the QR code to access resources for transitioning your child to kindergarten. And we are going to drop a link in the chat, and we would appreciate your feedback. So if you can please fill out the feedback form in the chat. Thank you so, so much for actively engaging this evening.
So please, anyone who has questions.
I do have a question, please. Good
All
evening.
right, Ms.
Yes,
Russell.
yes, ma'am. My child is she's 4. She's going to be 5 September 11, but she's potty trained and she's on par with kindergarten stuff. Will she be able to start this year or stop, baby? Or will I have to wait another year again?
Hi, Miss Russell. This is Kathy from the Early Childhood Office. We have an early entrance process, and I want you to contact our secretary in the office to get more information about that process. If you write down the telephone number, we can give you more information, okay?
Okay, no problem. Go ahead.
240-724-1924. Just give us a call in the morning and let us know about your situation, okay?
Could you repeat the numbers? 240-74-1924?
724-1924.
Okay, alrighty. And her name is Miss Kathy, or you're Miss Kathy?
I'm Miss Kathy, but you can speak to the person who answers the telephone. They'll have all the
Kathy.
Okay.
Hi, yes. Kathy. Sorry about that. Thank you.
Hello. No, we want to say hello. Hello to you, friend. Hi. We are so excited to hear from you this evening.
I am about to turn 5.
You are amazing. We can't wait to meet you when you come to school.
I'm allergic to cheese.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, so she's going to go on. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been seeing questions in the chat. Yes, we will post the PowerPoint as well as the recording after tonight. Today is Tuesday, so it should be up by Friday. But if you signed in on our attendance roster, we have your email and we can email it to you as well. We love to share the information. What we do with the very special PowerPoint is PDF it so that the links will work and you can hear the wonderful man singing again, you can hear the stories, all of that again. So again, we just appreciate our presenters so much for this wealth of information. And again, if you signed in, and I'm going to ask Mr. Ortiz if he drops it. Oh, he did it. Thank you, Nestle. He dropped it in the chat box so that we can take attendance, and that'll give us give you. I can't talk anymore. I have just been so excited, y'all. It will give us your email so that we can send it to you. I don't know. I think this team needs to take this presentation on the road. You all are awesome. And this is our closing activity. We call it a waterfall. If you could, as participants, write one word in the chat box, but do not hit submit until we say submit, and you will see something special happen. It's one word or phrase that describes your learning from this evening. And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna count down from 3, and then you hit send. And we all will see a beautiful, what we call waterfall, a cascade of the positive emotions and feedback we want to give to our presenters tonight. So please begin typing into the chat box. one word or phrase to describe what you learned, how you felt about this learning this evening. I'm going to count down from 3, and then you hit submit. So 3, 2, 1. We have an exit survey, but if it's okay, if you can take a picture of it and complete that quick survey. I think it's about 6 easy questions. And we share this back with our bosses about how much people appreciate these opportunities. So this was our kindergarten readiness presentation. We have on the 25th coming up, the benefits of multilingualism. What we've been doing is really focusing on what the superintendent calls his key focus areas. So kindergarten readiness, we just experienced one that tonight. We have one coming up on the 25th of March about the benefits of multilingualism, which I think is also important for helping all of us help our children understand that um, it's good to learn other languages. It's great and important to be able to communicate with as many people as possible. So that one will be coming up on the 25th of March. Um, and so you will have all of these in the PowerPoint. These are the names of the people in our department and the different things that they do. Mr. Ortiz is with us tonight, whose focus area is diversity and male or father engagement. But as you can see, we focus on parent leadership organizations helping your school develop, whether it's a PTA, PTO, parent club, whatever organization we can build in your schools to make sure that parents are seen and heard and their importance is valued. We have parent cafes that are very special, intimate settings where parents get a chance to talk to each other about how they support their children. We also have volunteer programs, management, and business and community partnership management as part of our department. So we just thank you. And again, you will get all of this when you get our PowerPoint. And we encourage you as you go forward. You know, we're in some challenging times. Let's keep each other uplifted. Let's keep our children supported and surrounded with love. And this phrase came from the great Dr. Benjamin Mays, who talked about, you know, as for all of us in this community, please watch your thoughts because that guides your words. Your words form the actions that you take. Your actions determine your habits. Your habits, the things you do often, determine your character, and your character determines your destiny. And those are important messages for us as adults, but especially important for modeling for our children. We want all of our children to grow up and be as successful and as happy as they can be. And we know that it all starts at home. So thank you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you again to our presenters and our interpreters. We hope that everyone has a wonderful evening. I am just flying high from this presentation. Thank you all again.